白い紙だぞ。
そうだ。僕がキラだ。Alright you guys, you know how I feel about this. I've said this multiple times, but Death Note is in my top 10 hands down. There is not many anime or an anime that will exist that could give me the same feeling I got when I was 16 years old watching Death Note for the first time in 2008. I mean, I had depression after watching that goddamn ending. I was all over the place. I was contemplating life. I was thinking if light was right or wrong, what will happen in the future. But long story short, I was a wreck. And not many anime can do this to me, and it's very rare these days for me to have this feeling. So when I saw the recent news of that Takeshi Obata, one of the creators of Death Note, announcing he's continuing the manga with a new one-shot, I was ecstatic. I mean, I didn't really know how much I cared about Death Note at this point, since, you know, it's been 12 years since the original release, and then we've had releases which we wish they didn't exist, or we could forget. Watching the Netflix movie just set the anime a few years back and was an utter disappointment. But guess what? That piece of trash, according to Netflix, was successful because it made a profit. And we all know what happens when a product makes a profit, right? It gets a freaking sequel! Like, are you serious?
I am going to commit suicide!
So, after losing all hope on Death Note as a franchise and knowing the impending doom of a sequel is happening, I was down. I mean, one of my favorite anime of all time being dragged through hell and back to the mainstream audience that wouldn't appreciate glorious writing? Oh my god! I did a video discussing the missing one-shot that every Death Note fan seems to forget, as well as a few months back which I talked about, right? So I literally predicted in that video that one day Death Note may come back. And to no surprise, it is. Reading the article of Anime News Network, the June issue of Shueisha's Jump SQ magazine, which revealed on Thursday that Sugumi Oba and Takeshi Obata Death Note manga is getting a new one-shot manga chapter by Obata. The magazine teases that the story will be related to what Shinigami bring when they descend to Earth. Part of the complete manuscript will debut around July 13th. Now obviously some of you will think a one-shot isn't really that big of a deal, Anime Balls, dude, what are you talking about? But I personally think it can be. Remember in my previous video I explained that in the extra one-shot from years ago, chapter 109, we received actually a lot of information and details we didn't know beforehand. In fact, the extra chapter deemed as chapter 109 is canon and is sold with the complete set of Death Note manga at the moment. So new readers picking up the show will see it as something normal that completes the Death Note story. In that one shot, it explains to us more information on the Shinigami and the realm that they live within. So Oba announcing yet again another one shot that will explore what Shinigami bring when they come to Earth is just a cherry on top and extra fan service that we may want to explain the intricate question that still linger on my mind. For example, the question that got answered in chapter 109 that we were speculating before was regarding Death Note users. Chapter 109 makes it pretty obvious that Light Yagami was a special user and became the god in the new world named Kira because he could mentally withstand the powers of the note and had the brains to create his plan. It insinuates the idea that Light was a one-off person that may or may not occur again, since the Death Note's power and the user of the book actually makes the person lose their will to live and then they might commit suicide. That's why Ryuk states multiple times that Light Yagami was special and he will remember their story. However, since it's established the Death Note does require a special person to wield it to pull off what Light Yagami did, it doesn't mean this occurrence cannot happen again in the future or past. So I'm hoping with this new one-shot and the return of Death Note, we will receive more information. Maybe answer some questions on who the Shinigami King is and why does he allow Ryuk and the other Shinigami to visit Earth Earth in the first place? Why does he allow himself to be bargained with apples? Maybe this new one-shot will answer the question if there could be a new Kira or new Light Yagami. One of the creators of Death Note, Oba, who is creating this one-shot, was asked a question in the past regarding the theory of good and evil, or ideological meaning in it in Death Note, right? And his response was, not at all. What Nair said at the end, the justice is what each people make up on their own. It's the most close to my own opinion. I know such philosophical debate is something that might draw interest, but it's going to end up being ideological and a political debate. So I decided Death Note should stay away from all that shit. So since the creator of Death Note themselves think that justice is what each people make up on their own, it is possible that a character in the Death Note universe believes this ideology too, and changes the idea of Kira or forms a new philosophy on what people should do with the powers of a death god. You know, anything is possible at this point. So when this new one-shot does get released, I will make a video regarding it and I'll explain my thoughts and what I think. I personally believe if the one-shot is great and the world building is done right, a continuation and adaptation of a new season of Death Note is entirely possible. I mean, we all know how the anime industry works, right?
Where's my money? You gonna give me my money? Where's my money, man?
Money! Money rules the world. Like, if this one shot does make money and has popularity, I bet those same editors will be telling Oba to possibly continue Death Note, and I'm 100% pretty sure they ask him on a yearly basis if he would like to. I mean, oh, are you ready now? Do you want to make a Death Note sequel now? How about now? Well, and he's probably saying, no, I don't want to do it. If Code Geass can get a return with a movie and tell us the ending we got with Lelouch was entirely something different, goddammit, who's to say Death Note can't follow those footsteps? They are both legendary anime in the industry that everyone loves. So anyway guys, this was a short video, but let me know what you guys think about the whole idea. Are you excited about Death Note's new manga? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time.